Hi, Kim here from GriffinOT. I hope you're ready to do Find Radio activities with Kim. Today we're going to continue doing some origami and we're going to be making a fish. As always, stand up and we'll get started with our warm-up. So we're going to continue with our cross-marching today, but I'll make it a little bit trickier for those who've got it. Now, if you need your socks, one sock on this leg and one sock on this hand, that's okay, you can do that. If you're doing well without them, that's also okay. So let's try and do 10 normally to start with. Across and touch, and 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 across and touch. Now, if that's still tricky, you can just keep going doing this. If you're finding it easy, then the challenge is to see if you can touch your foot. Now I want to see if you can touch your foot and touch your foot. So instead of touching your knee, which is the easy version, I want to see if you can touch your foot, which is the tricky version. So let's do 10 more. You ready? Across and touch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Our learning objective today is to make an origami fish. Now, today we're going to do 5 up and downs, and then I'm going to show you something different. We are going to try and spin our pencil around using our fingers. So first of all, let's do up and down. Up, down, that's 1. Up, down, that's 2. Up, down, that's 3. Up, down, that's 4, up, down, that's 5. Now, turning it around is a little bit tricky for some, and if you need to use all of your fingers to help, that is also okay. But what we're trying to do eventually is get your little finger in your ring finger tucked away, and you're just using those 3 fingers. So, what you want to do is start holding it, then you lift one finger up, thumb across, and the other finger down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me turn it over so you can see it the other direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So see if you can make your pencil turn, and then stop and see if you can make it turn the other way. So turn and turn and turn. If you drop it, that's also okay. That happens when you're trying to turn your pencil. So today we're going to make a fish. What I want you to do is take your square. If you've already made it from a rectangle, you might already have one fold, but we're going to fold it across and make a triangle. Mums and dads can do the dots again if they need to. Then I want you to open it up. And what I want you to do is go to the other side of the paper and take that corner over and make a triangle the other direction. Then I want you to open it up again, and what you should have on your paper is a cross from the folds. The next thing I want you to do is turn it over, and this time we're going to fold a rectangle up that way. So you should have folded 2 triangles, opened them up, and then folded a rectangle. So once you've made that fold, I want you to open it up. And if you hold the edges here and then what I want you to do is pop your finger in the middle of the point, and it will make the paper pop up a bit like a tent. Then I want you to take the 2 sides together like this. And what you'll end up with is a triangle. So this bit's quite tricky, and you might need to get the adults to help, and it needs to be done correctly, otherwise it won't work. But what you want to do is open it up. If you pop your finger in the middle, right in the middle, it will make it sort of look a little bit like a pyramid. And you want to take the 2 sides, bring them in to meet each other, and then pop it down and pop it down, and you should have a triangle with some flaps. So if you haven't got to that step, I want you to pause the video until you get to that step. You might need to watch it a couple more times. Now, once you're at that point, the next thing I want you to do is turn your fish so that the pointy end is on this side and the long end is on this side. And what we're going to do, again, there's 2 flaps down the bottom. I just want you to take one of them, and I want you to bring it up, and I want you to make kind of like a funnel with it. So you've sort of brought it up to the middle, and then you folded it so that it looks like a bit of a, if you've got a bag of chips from the chippy, it'll look like a bit like a chip funnel. Then I want you to open that up and take this one at the top, not 2 flaps, just 1 flap, and I want you to fold it down. You should have a fold from the one you've just made. I want you to fold it down so it meets that point. Line it up and press, and then you're going to take the other one back over the top, and they both should sit and close off on each other. And then when you turn it over, you will have your fish with its tail, and you can get a pen and you can put an eye on your fish, and you can give it a mouth if you want to. Thanks for joining today. I hope your fish was successful. If you've got different size squares to start with, you can make lots of different size fish, and that's quite a fun thing to do. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, and we're going to be making a bunny.